I ask you to imagine that you're walking across some park that you know quite well, and in this park there's a shallow ornamental pond. Let's assume that you know that it's shallow because on summer days you see teenagers playing in it and it's only waist deep. But today it's not summer and nobody is playing in it, but there is something going on, some splashing around in the pond. So you look closely and you see it's a small child, a toddler, who has fallen into the pond and is apparently in danger of drowning because it is too deep for a toddler to stand. So your first thought is, well, who's looking after this child? Where's the parents or the babysitter? Must be somebody, but you look around and to your dismay, there's nobody. In fact, there's nobody around at all except you and the toddler. So your next thought presumably is, well, this child appears to be drowning, maybe I should jump into the pond and pull the child out, which I know I can do quite safely, no risk to my life. But I did just put on some of my best pair of shoes and maybe nice pair of trousers or whatever it might be, and they're going to get ruined if I rush into the muddy pond, and I wouldn't really have time to take them off. So is that a reason why maybe I don't have to save the child? Is it going to be okay if, because I don't want to ruin my shoes or my trousers, I just say, well, it's not my child, I didn't push the child into the pond, I'm in no way responsible for this child being in a dangerous situation, so I could just be on my way? Well, I saw some heads shaking already, and I'm glad to see that, because most audiences, when I do ask that question, say no, of course, that would be totally wrong. That would be horrible to think that somehow your shoes or trousers outweigh a great danger to a child's life. You forget about that, forget about them, just jump in and pull out the child. And of course I think that is the right answer, and I hope that is what we would all do. But the way that this relates to global poverty, of course, is that there are children in many developing countries in danger of dying right now. There are things that we could do to help them for something like the cost of an expensive pair of shoes, or shoes and your trousers as well. And yet most people are not doing it. And so if you're going to condemn the person who fails to save the child because he doesn't want to incur the expense of replacing the clothes, then don't you yourself have to at least donate the cost of a pair of expensive shoes and clothes to those organisations that are helping the global poor?